Welcome back, my friends in conflict. Do you live with or work with a narcissist with whom you always seem to be in conflict? Well, watch today's video for some tips on how to deal with seemingly narcissistic or selfish personalities. If you have ever dealt with someone who always needs to be right, who loves the spotlight, or seems to turn every conversation back to themselves, then you might be dealing with a narcissist. I can speak with some authority on this matter because I am a diagnosed narcissist. About 10 years into our marriage, my wife and I went to see a marriage therapist, and she was very skilled and very good at not letting me wiggle out of her diagnosis. It was difficult for me as a narcissist to come to terms with the fact that I was behaving narcissistically. But realizing how miserable I was making my wife was enough motivation for me to own it and at least try to change. I provide that as a disclaimer before I share some tips with you because most narcissists probably do not know that they are narcissists. And if you're dealing with one who does know but just doesn't care to change, then these tips may not be enough to transform that relationship, but they will help nonetheless. So let's jump in. Tip number one is do not take the bait. Narcissists thrive on reactions, especially emotional ones. If they push your buttons and you blow up or you get defensive, then they win. So instead of responding emotionally, practice what's called emotional detachment. Take a deep breath, stay calm, and respond without emotion. Saying something as simple as, I see your perspective, can shut down an argument without you giving in. Step number two is to set clear boundaries and stick to them. Narcissists often push those limits to see what they can get away with. If someone crosses a line with you, calmly say, I'm not comfortable with that. Or, let's keep this conversation respectful. The key is consistency. If you give an inch, they'll take a mile. So protect your space. This can be particularly difficult to do, especially when they continue to push. But this makes tip number three all the more relevant. Keep it about facts, not feelings. It doesn't help to argue feelings with a narcissist. They'll typically twist that story and make you doubt yourself. Instead, focus on objective details. You can say things like, this is what was said. This is what happened. Here's what I need going forward. Staying factual helps you keep in control and to reduce drama. So just as a quick recap, tip one is to stay calm and don't take the bait. Tip two is to set boundaries and enforce them. And tip three is to focus on facts and avoid emotional traps. I hope that you find this helpful. If you do, give this a thumbs up and subscribe for more conflict management tips.